Hello and welcome to the Japan O'Clock News. Japan is temporarily suspending a pregnancy tax, an extra fee only for pregnant women when they visit a doctor. This is supposedly to ensure they get medication that is safe for the baby. The problem is that any doctor can add it, because of course your brand of contact lenses is vital to the health of your baby. This coming from a nation with a decreasing birth rate, which is trying to convince more women to have children while still paying them less than men. Currently it appears the tax will not be repealed, just dramatically revamped. However, on a positive note, a Japanese charity has won an award for giving vacant houses to single mothers and fathers. With the price of houses in Japan, I predict we'll see many more divorces in the future. A committee of crows has been banned from meeting at a city office in Ehime Prefecture. Officials afraid that the fact that none of them were sleeping would make the human politicians look bad. The regional government has hired a falconer to chase them away with a hawk, obviously trying to get in with Abe-san's foreign policy. However, recently Ninja managed to get in office, Shinzo Abe's office to be exact, supposedly sneaking in to push for more representation in tourism and during the Olympics. What is this, a new minority now? The group included 2 kunoichi, or female ninja. Dressed in pink and purple, the camouflage shows that female ninja apparently only fought in fields of hydrangeas. Is this possibly part of Abe-san's plan to remilitarize Japan, to showcase their assassins at the 2020 Olympics opening? Even China didn't detain anyone during the actual opening ceremony. As they seem unable to foster a community in which more women want to give birth, Japan is now looking to tap overseas manpower. Come to Japan for 3 years, alone, and then go home. Basically, a non-English speaking version of the JET program. They are apparently hoping to disperse foreigners across the countryside. Personally, if I wanted to live somewhere with no trains, convenience stores, or vending machines, I would have stayed in New Zealand. Immigration, or as Abe-san puts it, working visa reforms, will also help with Japan's aging population. Not helping matters is Japan's culture of karoshi, or death by overwork. Dentsu made the news last year due to the suicide of a worker who had worked 105 hours of overtime in that month. Recently, a survey showed that 80% of cancer and heart patients worked while in hospital. Instead of giving up halfway due to illness, they'll keep working all the way to karoshi. This is possibly a move by companies to avoid retirement bonuses. In other news, an Akita dog working in the tourism industry fell ill recently from exhaustion due to the high number of visitors. Apparently suffering from social anxiety, the Akita dog truly represents Japan. The company has taken measures to protect the dogs, including reducing their working hours and asking people not to pet them. Workers at Dentsu, however, are still waiting for a reduction in overtime hours. I'm joking. They reduced the monthly overtime limit from 70 hours down to 65. Also, a 16-year-old Sota Fuji has become the youngest ever shogi player to reach 100 wins. Congratulations! If Japan doesn't import more foreigners soon, there will be no children left at all. Recently, at least 10 medical schools have come under fire for rigging entrance examinations to discriminate against women or people who had previously failed, or make it easier for relatives of previous students to enter, because that seems the logical thing to do, rather than just accepting more students overall. The other universities are Showa University, Nihon University, Kobe University, Kisato University, Iwate Medical University, Kanazawa Medical University, Fukuoka University, and the most recent one to hit the news, Juntendo University. So far, Juntendo University seems to have the most savvy PR staff, explaining that the discrimination was not because they think men are better than women. No, in fact, women mature faster and have better communication skills, so they had to make the entrance examination harder for women to even the playing field for those poor, immature boys. And yet managerial positions, the boards of most companies, the government, and other high-up positions are taken up by men. Surely Japan should want people who can communicate well in these vital positions. Obviously, Japan should become a matriarchal society, for the good of the country. Alternatively, all those people with cancer and heart problems could become doctors, seeing as they're working in hospital anyway. In lighter news, after polling for name ideas on the internet, the new station on the JR Yamanote line has been named Takanawa Gateway, or should I say, Takanawa Gateway Station. There has been some backlash on the internet, not in the least because the name Takanawa Station came in first with 8,398 votes. Takanawa Gateway came 130th with 36 votes. A bit like Brexit, I bet many people are wishing they'd voted now. The 36 votes were probably from the deciding committee voting for the name their boss came up with. When coming up with the name, I bet there was one lone foreigner at the table saying, "It doesn't make any sense, a gateway needs to be to something," before being told, "Naruhodo, I see," and promptly ignored. Believe it or not, the highest selling calendar in Japan of 2019 is of the Russian president, Vladimir Putin. This is possibly orchestrated by Russian intelligence to convince Abe-san to give the islands to Russia and win public support. And now, news from the Rising Wasabi, a satire site focused on Japan. This month they ran an article on disaster becoming the kanji of the year. It says a lot about this year that disaster actually was the kanji of this year. Another article referred to Miss Universe Japan as wearing a schoolgirl outfit as their national costume. Actually, she transformed from a sexy ninja outfit to a Sailor Moon cosplay. Really, Japan? Is that any better? I was going to make a joke here about wearing a Wonder Woman costume, but apparently Miss Universe Israel actually did that last year. Japan even seems to be getting their cosplay ideas from overseas. Thank you for listening. See you next time.